So today I'm going to talk about LGBT. And many of you might think, why LGBT? My connection to LGBT issues started when I had a celebrity crush. Have any of you ever heard of Troye Sivan? He's a singer and a songwriter from Australia. When I listened to his song for the first time on YouTube, I loved it. I was charmed by his voice, the rhythm, and the beat of his music. Almost every day I look for his updated information. I was just crazy about him. But one day, I found a shocking fact about him on the internet. Can you guess what it is? He was a gay man. I couldn't believe it. I was so heartbroken and depressed. But at the same time, I realized that I didn't have proper knowledge about gay people. Since then, I got interested in LGBT related problems. The word LGBT has gained more attention than before at home and abroad. And in the world of globalization that increases awareness of diversity, LGBT is a difficult and controversial topic. My presentation today aims to clarify the present LGBT-related problems in Japan and share the information with you. So what percent of population in Japan do you think is LGBT people? The answer is 7.6%. And that is 1 in 13 people. This number is not small. Do you know what LGBT stands for? LGBT, as you may know, stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. And regarding LGBT-related issues, I believe we have to tackle with the following problems. First, the lack of understanding about LGBT people. Second, slow-paced progress of LGBT-supported policies. And third, barriers to the rise and spread of LGBT-supportive organizations. And due to lack of exposure to LGBT issues, many Japanese people have no opinion or knowledge about the issues, or they often have negative opinions. For example, older generation in Japan are uninformed or less informed about LGBT. Some people have feeling of disgust and hatred against them. The second big problem is the slow progress in government commitments to LGBT issues. In 2015, Shibuya issued a same-sex partnership ordinance for the first time in Japan. This city approved LGBT couples as partners. However, this does not guarantee social protection and the social acceptance of such people. They still have to face giant challenges that no other couples experience. For example, when LGBT couples register their marriage notification is not accepted. When a partner passes away, his or her partner has no inheritance rights. And the third area of concern is the limited number of LGBT organizations. The number of such organizations is growing compared to before, but our level of understanding LGBT issues is not sufficient. Let me tell you about LGBT organizations. Ribbit, a LGBT organization, is trying hard to change the LGBT situation in Japan. They recently published their own LGBT textbook to educate people. They also hold a coming of age ceremony for LGBT people. So what about the situation in Nagasaki? We have one named Take It Niji. They hold lectures for citizens and public officers to capture people's attention to LGBT issues. As you can see, grassroots movements supporting equal rights for LGBT people are occurring in Japan. But we have to promote the grassroots movements and consider how better to overcome the problems that LGBT people are facing. One potential way to reduce the barriers to LGBT people we have seen is to educate people at an early age of schooling. Before they get exposure to adult spice behavior, they need to learn about minority groups in society. By doing so, children can deepen their understanding about minority groups, including LGBT, and identify how diverse people and cultures are. Their understanding can drive their actions to help LGBT people live openly in our society. But what can we do for LGBT people as university students? In order to find answers, I searched about other Japanese universities' activities. To my surprise, I found out that there are many LGBT sporting clubs in many schools. For example, in Kyushu University, there is a club called ARCUS. It hosts gatherings to talk and exchange opinions about LGBT. It aims to create a place where everyone can be themselves despite their sexuality. So why don't we start having gatherings at Nagasaki University and learn about LGBT issues? What we need to do is not necessarily a big project. Creating a place to discuss LGBT can be a big step to make some changes in people's ideas and opinions, and a step to make a better world where everyone can be treated equally and be themselves regardless of their sexuality. I am hoping that today's presentation helped you better understand the social issues we have to consider seriously. Please keep motivated to learn about minority groups in society and the meaning of equal rights under the present law. Remember this, LGBT people just want equal rights. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Himori. The judges are going to ask you questions on your presentation.